Hi guys, what are you doing? Your favorite YouTuber, the free-to-play player for the Grand Mafia, Mr. Zen is back to the scene. Welcome, Mr. Zen. Well, how's everything going, man? So, I don't know, like, maybe this gonna be one of the last Grand Mafia video? Nah, I'm kidding. I think I'm going to make more, but as a free-to-play player, I've been playing this game to tell you the backstory. Today I'll look at the YouTube video which I uploaded for this game. That was back in freaking 2021. I can't believe it was 4 or 3 years ago. Obviously when I upload the video I already start playing this game. That means possibly I've been spending entire 4 years on this game. And think about how many 4 years you have in your life, right? This literally the Grand Mafia become a part of my life. Yeah, of course I play a lot of other games. One of the other game I play, probably you guys know, is Bleach Break. So I start playing that game since 2000 and when was that? 2015, 2016, which is 9 years ago, right? That's crazy. So I spent way too much money on that game. That's why the whole point why I start playing this game, because I want to see for those heavily pay to win games how far you can go if you didn't spend even $1 on this game. And then now I have the answer. You see on my screen, my influence level is 685 million influence, right? If I'm asking people, what do you think of my account, right? I bet people will believe I'm a free-to-play player, because this level of influence is hardcore pay-to-win result, right? And the one thing, by the way, I'm still with the faction called AMF, right? You see, they have 100 billion influence right now, but they didn't do well in this government war, so we lost the war. This time didn't like the last time we won, but this time we didn't do well. But maybe I can talk about that later after I did my self-introduction and some tips for playing this game as a free-to-play player. So the government war, this time we picked is land or oil, so I'll talk about it later. So now back to what I was talking about. I have this 685 million influence, and I think my total troops is 11 billion. Sorry, 11. Not billion, right? 11 million total total troops, which if I want to bring some dead troops back after government war, I probably will have more than that. But this government war is a bit different, because most of the time I will use them. What they called? Oh, by the way, I reduced the resolution on this game, so that's why the graphic looks a bit simple. Mercenary, right? Mercenary or machinery? You guys tell me how to read that. My first language is not English, right? I'm Chinese, so I speak Chinese. 我说中文, okay? So if you see me, there's some typos or some spelling something wrong here and there, deal with it. All right, so I was with this faction, a strong faction, with 100 billion influence faction for a while. One thing which I learned and I want to share with you guys is this pay-to-win player is not because you're pay-to-win, then you will be the king, right? Doesn't matter how much money you spend on this game. You can have 1 billion, you have to have 2 billion influence, but that doesn't guarantee you're gonna win, right? So there's always somebody else. There are also always some other clan, faction I should say, out there which will be stronger than you, tougher than you, and they will crush you, right? Doesn't matter how much money you spend. In AMF, there are so many pay-to-win players. You see, I just before I start this video, I already click all the gift, and then now we get more because people are buying the packs, right? Look at people buying the packs, right? They all buy the grand pack, grand, right? I don't have to mention how much money people are spending on this game. Did I get something? 3 days, bubble. So what I'm trying to tell is because this game is endless. Doesn't matter how much money you spend, you're not going to be the king, right? if that's the case, might as well just don't spend any money on this game. Just like me, do it as a free-to-play player, and you can still accumulate a respect for influence, and you can have T4 troops, right? So that's one thing I want to share with you. Okay, now with that topic out of the way, let me just talk about like in this Gamma War. This time I want to focus on the following topics. One is maybe I start with some simple one. One is like now the game introduced one is maybe it's just start something even simpler. Like I think for the improved performance, how to improve performance on this game for gaming setting wise, right? That's one thing. Another thing which I want to talk about the new content, which is the car, like the luxury car club, and see how did we win? Oh, great. Is there any? I think I already reached the 10 daily. Yeah, I reached the 10, so don't worry about that. Like for the luxury car, give me my opinion about this luxury car things, including the like how you customizing the gears, right, for the cars. Another one is maybe talk about the super weapon, cause like as a free-to-play player, I have pretty much all the gold super weapon. I'm still missing a few, but if you guys following me for a while, you probably know this is my second time play this game. I give my old count to others. So of course I'm not going to give away this count. This count I've spent way too much effort. So no, you guys can buy this count in though, right? You can buy the count. I'm not going to give it away for free, right? So in my old account, I have the other super weapon as a gold tier. I mean the gold color one. So I pretty much know the super weapon. And when you level up a super weapon, I give my opinion 2 cents about how should you level up your super weapon. That's the second thing. So first thing about game settings. The second thing is they're talking about blah, the luxury car. The third one is the super weapon. And the last one I'm going to talk about the Gamma War, Land of the Oil, and how could you do good in this kind of Gamma War, because this kind of different for the other Gamma War, and that will be very interesting. That's why I put it at the very end. Alright. Should I just put it interesting at the beginning? Don't worry, I already decided. Okay, first thing first, settings, right? You know, like when you click on your profile picture, and you're able to see this interface, right? And within this face, you see here is the settings, right? You tap on settings, there are a lot of things you can customize, right? Why am I still having my... Alright, so I assume you guys all know what are those things, but there is one thing in the options, which I click here, and let me just say, graphics, right? This is quite interesting. Now you see I'm setting on low, right? Before I was setting on the hardest one, right? I find like this game sometimes, especially when you're fighting or joining some raids, especially on the ground, like the market, like the performance for the game is key, right? I'm using a freaking iPhone 15 Pro Max, right? That is, at the time when I record this video, is the best iPhone out in the world, right? But still, like time to time I miss, because like people are joining those raids as crazy. So I set as low. So that means that I find that like the performance has significantly increased. Like the thing is it's fast, right? The shit is fast, right? You see like those tiles pop up. How many times when you find like you are moving on the map and find those tiles stop populating, right? Because maybe it's because the performance things, or maybe it could be the network things. But since I reduced the level of the graphic, then I found these things has been improved, right? So nowadays I have a better, more smooth experience with playing this game. So I'm very happy with that. But of course there's a drawback. The one of the big drawback is not about on this map, and it's not about on this. You probably see like this start getting a bit ghetto, because before there's a golden color and there are some waves here, looks really fancy, right? And I noticed there's still some NPCs going on the street. Let me click those things. They seem disappeared. Before you see like there are people patrols here and there, but you don't need to see those things, right? You don't need to see those things, right? It gives you a cleaner experience. But of course, there's some drawback, which is you see the graphic reduced, especially in the one is lighting area, lighting tower area. Also, the biggest things which decrease, which is like all the enforcers. The picture of the enforcer is like gross. Let me. Have you tried before? If you haven't, I'll give you a C. This is a Hellcat. This is a Hellcat. What the hell is that? What the Hellcat? Hellcat. Look. Did you find those graphics? It looks like what kind of shit is that? All right, so like. Then I found it become very interesting, like because look at this guy, so plain. The color of the clothes, which are fading to the background. So yeah, those things has been reduced. Then I go to the babe, because you know babe is all about their beauties, right? What about if I reduce the graphic level to 0, which I did, right? Look at our babe, like she is still like Margarita still looks alright, and what about the others? I don't have those pay to win babe, so don't worry about those things. I don't have them, and now because of my graphic level is so low, so I don't even want to see them anymore. Yeah, there's so many pay to win. Oh. Look at the cake. What do you have? What do you have? Come on. Are you going to bring something? Not really interested. Look at the paper. It's looking like a paper paint, like so plain. And oh god, yeah, I got this out costume for the events. I didn't spend money, right? And look at that. Oh gosh. Maybe if you didn't never play this game before, you look at those babes, like this thing is okay, right? It looks okay. Where did you pull this? Where did you pull this camera? See, when she put it back, it's just disappeared. It disappeared, right? But cause I before I was on the super ultra high, like quality of images, so those baby are more very detailed things, very detailed. They still. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? They're still having the boob like moving. If you is that moving? Did they remove that? Oh, they still move a bit. You still move a bit. But if you have seen the high, ultra high image quality one, then you come to here, you find like they look bad, right? They look bad, but not as bad as those enforcers. It's not as bad as those enforcers. Look at what kind of shit is that now. And the other things where I noticed they reduce quality is like for those like when you open the. Let me just try one thing. When they open the crates, right? Sometimes there are animations, right? For example, like this one. Look at this dude. Look, dude. Oh my poor little dude. Like, let me open this one. I didn't get a jack shit. I'm so surprised. Might have used them more. Nah, just skip. What about this dude? Oh, this dude still looks fine, but this crate, the quality of this has been reduced. I don't have any fear. And then there is another crate, which is like for this one, right? I'm going to open that. Hopefully, it can look at what kind of shit is that? Like a big chunk of a poop. Open that. Something good. All right. Oh, pretty good. I really wish I could get something like what should I call? How should I call it? The actual additional attribute, right? Well, so I'm not going to use them all because I probably use those coins for exchange when the government war shop open, right? And the same for this one. Look at this Christ. Alrighty, so yeah, that's pretty funny, which I noticed, so I want to share with you. So, but overall, even there is some graphic reduction on the quality, but overall the user appearance is better than before. So I recommend you to do this, to use this option, right? and to just like reduce to low. And the other things which is like this game quite annoying is about the notification here. For this is what I did, right? All you care is if you got nailed, you got demolished, right? So you should only like have this incoming assaults inside recons, because usually the enemy recon you, so give you some extra like time to prepare. And income raid, like somebody want to raid you, right? If somebody want to raid you over 8 hours, you can enable that, because not many people will do that, but I still, yeah. And this is about, and there is a faction battles. The faction battle, I don't enable that because there's so many, so I didn't turn them on. So but this is like my notification, and reminder. What's this? This is your bubble expire, right? You want to know that, right? You want to know that, right? So other things you don't really need. So I just like to move around to let you see my settings. What are you guys doing? Still doing those like well, good luck with that. So should I just change my underboss? Because she looks bad. Not to lie, she looks bad. Maybe use here. Yeah, better. Yeah, he looks better. He looks better. And then in that case, maybe I should change my underboss to another one. Oh, my picture. Maybe change my picture. Don't worry. I'll do that later. I'll do that later. And then maybe let's go back to the settings. And I just talked about the notifications which you can do. And then the other things is like not really like a must have, but you can have this login background change here. This is quite good. And there is a different. Oh, people ask me to join the raid. Who did that? Okay, if you really want me to join, I can join. Even I don't really want to join. What's I assume you guys want bikers. Okay, I use bikers. Okay, I give you bikers. Even I won't get anything. And what about you? All right. You know what? I give you 1 T1 bikers. Yeah, cause like even like I'm not contributing to anything. Like I'm not getting any points because I reached the 10 limit. 10 like what do you call safe hideout limit. But I still help them out. I help my boys out, right? There is nothing good for me. Even I did some good deeds, right? Where am I? So I was talking about like you can have this, right? Login background. So when I click on that, so there is different like background you can use. This one looks pretty cool. Or you want to use this one. This one. Look at this pimp. I don't like this character though. He looks too young. I think the main audience for this game is people like over 30s, 40s, right? It's not for like 20 years old kids, right? So we want something more like hardcore, right? We want something like more like yeah, this one is good, right? This one is good for me, like for mature people, right? Like this, for example, right? This main character John, he looks too young. Yeah, he is such a pimp, right? What about the others? I guess this is fine. Yeah, this one's good. Yeah, this representing the most of the guys which you play this game, right? Maybe I should use this one. Oh no, I use the first one. I use this one. Right. So next time when I restart game, it'd be okay. Back to Hellcat because I need her to join different fight for different boosts. Alrighty, so without the settings get away, now let's talk about the car system, right? For car systems, you guys know that different cars, they have the basic car, which the first time everybody have it. Oh, look at this crap car! Like, it's a big chunk of black piece of shit, right? Can you zoom in? No, you can't zoom in. This graphic, right? And it has some buff. This piece of junk has some buff, which is able to multiplayer. But anyhow, so I think like you have this one, so you don't have to spend any points like EXP to level things up, right? You need to have like a special like coupons, right? This kind of what they call it. Yeah, like car credit points, right, to level up. So you either, my recommendation is you either level up your basic one, which is this one, or you level up the grand tier one, like this gold one, right? The gold one, I see the color gold, right? Like for me, I use this one because like they have some different like skills. Like for this one, which I choose, these are the skills, which multiply 30%. Yeah, still leveling them up. But like for those things, right? It like boost the bruiser and hitman, bruiser and hitman, yeah, bruiser. So basically, they boost the bruiser and hitman, and based on your playstyle. For me, like my playstyle, for example, I focus on the bruiser and hitmans, right? So I choose that card. But if you choose something else, if you, a lot of people I know, you guys probably like specialize in like bikers, right? Like biker, you probably want to consider about like these two, right? These two. So, and I will say, don't worry about these purple cards. If you, of course, I'm talking about free to play. If you pay to win, get them all, right? Get them all, right? Because like for me, like I don't know if you have done the like I don't know if you have learned this, but what I learned when I was doing my management degree, master degree back in the uni, and then you when you do the marketing, you either targeting the lower end or you targeting the high end, right? You don't like target in the middle because that's like if you do that, what's your strengths, right? What's your competitive like points, right? Like saying for playing this game, you either go with the basic one to like get the most of the money for value because like usually those characters or those like equipment or the cars, they for the entry level it's very cheap and very easy to max out and that they have some okay ability. Or you go with the good tier, which is a golden tier like this one, which you get the best of this. Yes, they are expensive. And then for the purple tier, like you get something, right? You get something like 20% multiplier, and which is if you have a star level 4. But look at me, like I'm only on a, maybe you can see 2 stars, right? And I'm already at 30%. It's already higher than the maxed out purple card, right? 20%. So look, so and not to mention, I still have potential to keep growing my super card, which is golden card. So you always level up like those. You always level up like either the lower tier one, entry level one, or the high tier one. And also on the interface, there is a like modification button where you can modify your cars like tires, like or maybe mainframes, like chassis. And you look at if you tap on them, they have to say like you have require level 3. This will like 4, 5, right? For free to play player, you only worry about the tires and the chassis. And then maybe, I'm just saying maybe you can reach level 3. Don't worry about this too, right? Too hard to get them. And then when you tap on, but for the entry level one, for this break, right, black chunk of black, only have 3 items. Basically, give you a good, very indicator like what's the for a free-to-play player, what's the realistic result for you to modify the car, which is the tires, chassis, and the engine, right? And then when you level up, so there is like, let me go back to the modification button. For example, tires, right? You probably can see like I'm having this level 7 when, let me just like remove that. And then there is like called the fuse modules function. If you tap on that, and which allow you to like put the 2 items, same level items, and couple to a new one, right? So, for example, you can put here. I see level 3 I got a 2, so I can fuse them. There are 2 type of the fusion. One is ordinary fusion, which give you a sturdy level up, right, to a higher level, or you can do the overloaded fusion, which give you like what's the chance, right? You see like 65% chance, right? their 35% will fail. If it fails, you're not going to lose time, but they're going to decrease to lower tier. My recommendation is when you reach a very high tier, for example, you are reaching the purple one, you might as well just like go with the normal fusion, because like it's so hard to get there, and it's not it's too expensive to afford the failure. But for like a lower tier one, no, doesn't really matter. And not to mention, did I just say something? Yeah, ordinary fusion. And just to let you know, the overload fusion doesn't work on level 1, right? Did you see this on level 1 here? Because I'm on the ordinary fusion. But if I go to the overload, it's not even showing, right? So what I'm going to do is like I'm going to put these two tiles together and then press this fuse button, right? And here we go. I got 2 level 3. And yeah, I can do the overload fusing for this one because I don't care. I can take the risk. Okay, great. When failures, there is a failures, you see like become like this 2 back to 1 again, and then level fuse again, 2, and then let me just like fuse this 2. Should I do this? No, I'm doing this. Ordinary, so level 4. So if I do this level 5, yeah, it will become a purple one. Should I take the chance? Nah, I don't want to take a chance. So just like a normal fusing, and nah, I'm going to take a chance. Then so God, fail. Is that real? The fail rating 65, success rate is 65%. I feel the rate is too high. I complain. See, like there always a failure. How come it's 65%? I do not understand. Anyhow, let me chase this level 2, and can I overload it? When you see when okay, whatever. But what I'm trying to say is like you can choose to customize them. So let me just put these tiles back in. So before I forget things, then put back in, and for this dude, I have a level 6 will disassemble them. Maybe I can. Oh, I can't lose this tile though. Even it's like only level 6, but it's better than those level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Oh, I got 1 each. Well, so, but anyhow, that's the 2 cents for me when you are choosing cars, and then when you fuse. When you choose cars, back to my point, you either focus on the basic one or you focus on the highest one. You don't focus on the purple one. When you do the fusing, I would say consider about the fail rate is so high, you might as well just go with ordinary fusing, which is safe, right? Which is safe. Unless unless really you already have like relatively high tier already high like a modifier, maybe level 7 tiles already installed, and like for the rest of the like level 2, level 3, you don't care. You can use the overloaded one. Maybe one day you're lucky you get a super high level, you can replace level 7 tiles. Right, but before that, if you are trying to get your first good tiles, then maybe you do the ordinary fusing. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, now super weapon. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Then super weapons, there is a building here called the weapon. What do you call it again? Weapon, something modification shops trade, right? If you click it there, modification center, then you can see all the weapons, right? And in order to each weapons, like some weapons have level 1s, and you can level them up, right? You can level them up here, right? And then you can use investment to just like increase the stars. Right, where is my super weapons? Here, there is an investment. I think super weapon only unlock after Government War 3. If you are in like Government War 1, 2, you might not be able to see them. Right, super weapon right here, and you see like slot 1, which is like at 1 super weapon 7 slot, basically is talking about like how many super weapon slot, but there is star limits, right? There is star limits. You can see there. And I'm about to unlock that, but it requires freaking too many cryptos. Before you level things up, for example, here, I'm talking about here. Everything there, you don't need like cryptos at all. And suddenly, when you level the stars, cryptos, I would say it's not worthwhile to like spend here. If you have cryptos, you might as well spend somewhere else. When I say somewhere else, maybe the government war, this one, right? Maybe you might as well just like increase your personal profits points, increase your like exp, increase your stat. Those things they require some cryptos for invest, because I max them all already. You see like spend they ask for cryptos, but yes, they ask for crypto, but they ask not as crazy as like the weapon. And then not to mention, if you want to start a weapon, it's quite expensive, man. And like for me, I didn't start up any. Did I? I don't think I spent any investment on increase the star for super weapon. Right here, let me just go back to the super weapon again. Oh, not this one. I'm tripping because I'm tripping. So this is what I did. Only like a super weapon slot. Like I want to unlock this one so I can have like a 5 super weapon slots. Right? You can see I have all the gold one, include one which has an extra star. So if you don't invest on anything on the super weapon, like stars, you can max it out to 6 stars, right? You can level up the super weapon to 6 stars, and if you do this, you might able to give it like extra 7 stars, and that take you a lot of cryptos, which I'm not recommending you to do that. Because why? It's because like level up super weapon is so expensive. Where is my weapon shop? For example, I want to level up this super weapon, right? If I want to upgrade, it requires like not to another identical spear, the same, how to say that, Uzi, but it also requires an actual gold super weapons and a bunch of purple, right? I don't have any spare gold, so like basically like level up for free-to-play player for gold weapon is up a slave for us as a free-to-play, because you're not going to have so many spare gold tier super weapons. You might as well just happy with 5 stars here. They already give us a respect for like, where should I say, like what they have. Yeah, already have this. It's not. Let's talk about next tier. Yeah, like 45%. Like a chance for 5 seconds, increase the enforce our score attack by 45%, for 5 seconds, 30% chance to do extra 60% of the score damage. Right? So you should like, you don't need to worry about the super like start up to level 7, because like even for 6 stars, which I did for this one, it's already hard enough. It's already hard enough. You really don't need to have another star slot. Of course, you can argue maybe for the purple one, yeah, you might like have extra stars. Or actually, without actually investing anything on giving extra star for super weapon, I can actually go to 7 stars. Yeah, star limit. All right, so that's one thing. So and then look at like how many, like what are the super weapon worthwhile upgrading, right? And then as a free to play player, yeah, you most likely you will focus on the purple one. And for me, I got a gold one, so many gold one. It's because I play for a long time, right? I'm free to play. You can get at my level, but it's not happening overnight. It probably takes you like 2 years time to get into this level and play hardcore, right? And therefore, the purple weapon worthwhile like to upgrade is this one, the AK-47, RK-95 TP, because this one giving the included crew attack, right? So this one, like the next level is 9%. Even it's not much, only like right now like a 7.5, but it boosts everybody, right? It boosts not the bikers, not only the hitman, but everybody, even the cars. But if you guys are specialized in certain troops, for example, you are specialized in biker, right? You only do biker, then you probably want to look at those things. I think like there is, yeah, decrease attack. I think there is one. Decrease enemy biker attack. Yeah, so here. Because of like, if maybe you want to equip this weapon. My cameras. You might be want to, this is green one, very easy to level up, but it decreases the bruiser HP, right? If you max them out, like 40%, right? So if you are sending the biker squad, you might as well want to use this green shitty super weapon. Even like I know you guys most likely you're going to use your golden tier or purple tier, but those green tier does have some usage, right? You might want to consider about level this like weapon up if you are using biker squad. Same for the others, right? This one is like decrease hitman if you are using the bruiser. Like you are specialized in bruiser, you are specialized in killing the hitman. This might be your weapon, right? And this one, if you are specialized in hitman, maybe yeah, you want to use this one, right? For example, you find that the enemy has a lot of bikers in their turf, then you attack them, and then maybe you want to equip this one, level this like a minigun. That would be good, right? And for those things, decrease, yeah, situational, right? Situational, and you might want to increase equip those super weapons to have the advantage. I think like let me check. It's 45%, 6%, 2%. What do you? Max is 20% defense. Of course, decrease HP. This one is better, and this one, yeah, it's good for defense. Because like if you are attacking somebody, it better decrease enemies like attack or HP, right? Because like in any circumstance, and you might want to, the attack is higher than HP and HP is higher than defense. I think I mentioned that in the past. And as for the rest of the purple tier weapon, as I said, this one is very good because it boosts your crew attack. And why I give 2 stars for this one? I do not understand. This one doesn't look great. And I think this one is very good. This one. What call it? M590, right? I think this one is pretty good. Let me check what they have. Like when activate, there are 50% chance and activation. After activation, the enforce will cancel skill and deal 65% of enforced squad damage to 3. Oh yes, because damage 3 enemy squad. So there is a very similar super weapon in the gold tier. I think I can't remember which one it is. I was struggling between these two. Like I think this one, not this one. Increase crew defense HP. Though this one is also very good, but it doesn't boost. So this one boosts attack, and this one boosts HP and defense. So if you look at the total number wise, this one of course giving higher stats. But you know what? It's not like I want to upgrade this one. I can upgrade with this one. I need to have a duplicate of this super weapon, right? Before I can upgrade, right? Because this slot I need to have identical spare one of this same kind of the gold tier. At the time, I think when I upgrade my gold tier, I don't have. So my choice is very limited. That's why I end up with this one, because I have the spare one, identical one, spare one. And I don't think this is great. This super weapon, which is giving 45% increase squad attack by 45 by 5 seconds. This one like make your squad, one other squad OP, but the chance is too low, right? If everything happen at the same time, right? You have a 45, you hit a 45% checkpoint, you have 5 seconds, and within that 5 seconds, there is 30% chance you have to do this. Chance is too low, so I don't really think this one worthwhile upgrading. And about this one, when the enforcer uses skills, there is 50% chance that enforcer score increase by 45. Shitty. Like half chance only increase for 45% attack for 3 seconds. Not worthwhile upgrading. What about this one? I think this is a good one. Yeah, this is a good one. This is very similar to that shotgun which I show you. The 50% chance to activate the super weapon. After activation, enforcer will cancel the skill and do 83% enforce score damage to 3 score enemy at random. So I think this is very good super weapon if you want to upgrade. So that's something. I think this one is good. This one is good. This one is good. Let me check about this one. The MP7A1. Right. What about you? Increase score attack 36% for one enforcer. And yeah, so this situation, I think this is also good. But it only increase one score. For example, if you are sending, if you are heavy vector player, which is playing this game for a long time, when you send 5 biker enforcers, they only 4 will fight. That's why when you send enforcers, you always send one a hitman enforcer or one bruiser enforcer, and at the same time you are sending one of corresponding troops. For example, you adding one bruiser or add one hitman, because by doing that your enforcer will fight, right? So if you send 5 same type of enforcer, and only 4 enforcer will fight because they all same, they all bikers enforcer, for example. But if you send 4 biker and 1 bruiser, like Hellcat, for example, that's my case. But if I didn't send any bruiser, then my Hellcat will not fight. If she doesn't fight, then those things which is activate at the beginning, for example, this skills, right? When the enforcer uses skills, right? So this is based on your enforcer actually start fighting, right? Actually use the skills. But if you forget to add 1 bruiser for Hellcat, or if you want to use animals, which is he is another a crew buff enforcer and hitman's type, you didn't add 1 hitman for that for the troops, then he will not use the skills. Then the super weapon which you equip on him, for example this one, will not be used. Therefore all of those effects will not happen, right? So the reason being I'm talking about that is not telling you, yes, I am telling you you should always mix the one other type. If you want to send a full biker squad or full hitman or full bruiser, you always add one different type of enforcer over there to maximize out your damage output, and also add one a small amount of the troops to accompany with that enforcer. But that's the situation when you use this weapon, right? Because it's increase the attack for a random squad. What about that squad which is actual one? For me, if I'm sending full biker with 1 Hellcat is a bruiser, she's a bruiser, and I have only 1 bruiser over there, and her crew her squad can act buffed. So what are you gonna do? So it's situational. So I think among those super weapons granted, this one, yes, because it's guaranteed to give you all the score, doesn't matter what you're sending. And this one is good because same play, right? So it's you have massive boost on the defense and HP. It's very good for overall I think it's good for defense and for attack, so very well balanced. This one is good for attack, and this one is very good for attack, very strong weapon for attack, and this one is good for attack as well. But I think if you want me to prioritize them, maybe I will choose this one first, this one second, this one third, this one fourth. The rest of is whatever. I bet if you are free-to-play player, you don't really have so much choice. Just go with what you can, right? And of course, I have a few like a super weapon, which is gold tier, which I haven't unlocked yet. This grenade is very good, right? When activate, there is 50% chance it will do actual damage. That's not only the damage, but also stun the enemy, or stun the target enemy squad for 5 seconds. For example, like your biker squad is hitting their bruiser squad, right? You're fighting each other, and when your biker squads like enforce activate this grenade, then your biker squad, right, will increase the damage, but also the bruiser squad will stop attacking you for 5 seconds. So I think this is OP. This is very, very good, right? But also like let me just choose one. Let me watch this one, right? So squad. So this is a squad. So there are 4 squad here. There are 4 squad here, right? So like this squad, let's say this squad is attacking this squad, right? So when we talk about squad, they're talking about this. When grenade happens, this squad will increase the damage and deal with only this squad. This squad will be stun, right? Enemies, and all of the rest of the squad over there, right? They will not stun. Just to let you know what's the definition for squad, right? Let me just like quit. Woo! So let me just pick this one for the time being. And then let's, commercial streets. Well, I'm here. So this grenade is very good. And for this one, what are these? Activates a 50% chance, deal 150 squad for actual, so one random squad. Yeah, I think this one is not bad. There is 50% chance to deal a lot, but remember this is max, right? This is max. Not when you have an own level 1, you're probably not going to have this kind of the output. And then what about this one? I just discussed. And then this one, activate deal 70% chance at 70%. No, looks good. Doesn't look good. Activate when enforce squad attack. Oh, it's not based on the enforcer user skill, right? When you attack, there is a. I think this is. I mean, not bad. Yeah, not bad. It's not bad, but like the chance is not great. The increase is not great. The only good thing is based on the enforce squad attack. So if you are same, like if you are you equip this item to the squad, which is a full, not just one. Sorry, this time I'm not going to join because I'm in the middle of video, man. If like you never put this weapon on the actual enforcer with only one troops or company with, right? And this one, activate enforcer skills, deals targeted and decrease target enemy damage 40% for 5 chance, 30% chance. This is I don't really like this kind of things, which is like it's a multiplier, right? There 40%. If you want to use the full potential, the chance too low. 40%, 30%. If you do the math, it's only 12% have to use the max potential to have receive this max output. So that's my 2 cents. So I would say if you want to level up your super weapon, if you don't have the gold tiers, they are green. Like those green things are great based on who you specialize in killing, right? And the purple, this one is good. This is good as well, right? And why I'm doing this one again? I forgot. 50% chance. Yeah, I think this is whatever. I should really level this one though. And for the gold tier, this one is good. This one is good. This is good. This is a yes. Okay. These two are whatever. Let me just double check to make sure I'm not making mistake. Yeah. When the enforcer use their skills, enforcers like target 40. The chance is too low. Same for this one. And when enforcer use skills, there are 50% chance all enforcer attack increase for 5 seconds. I think this is okay. It's better than this one. This guy is better than that. Is better than this one because like it's matter to all the scores, right? For 5 seconds, it's a bit short, but whatever. This one lasts for entire game, right? Lasts for entire. So that's why, like I was saying, like this one is okay. This is good, okay, good, right? Okay, so that's the. Oh, did I? Can I just can I have a gold one this time since I'm making the video and your case looks extra gold. Great, I got a green one. You can't win them all, then, right? You can't win them all. And is there any chat happening here? Bubble, one more day. Okay, yeah. We didn't do well on this, like, we didn't do well on this government war. I think it's time for me to talk about this government war, right? So, as I mentioned, I think what I did, I covered the system settings and covered the. Oh, by the way, I'm 6-star now. 6-star, right? I think after 6-star, after you level up to 6-star, I think that's the milestone because in this building, I'm still trying to level up this building to 6-star because that will increase your attribute for your troops. When you reach 6 stars, when your associate level reach 6 stars, which you can have where it is, yeah, where you can learn a new skills, which give you extra protection, right, on the when you fight. So basically, make your troops harder to kill. So 6-star is some kind of the threshold, right, for if you want to join a strong player. I mean, strong faction, and not only like the 6-star, which is able to. I just mentioned like a 6-star, which is family council reach 6-star. You can have the actual skills for your troops, but also if you're a mason, level 6 stars, you can activate this insignia exchange. Before, a lot of people are asking about what is insignia, right? Because when you do the government war, you can get a point by spending family currency. Family currency is easy to understand, right? Because you get here and there, but you can get points by spending insignia. A lot of people, including me, back in days, was asking what the hell is insignia, and there is insignia, right? Family insignia exchange, right? You can only unlock this interface, right, when you level up your mason to 6 stars. So you see I spend 20 family coins, I can randomly get 1 to 3 family insignias, right? And there is a progress bar over there, which is probably very slow. So here is my history. You see my luck is not the best. I never able to get a 3. Most of the time I only get a 1 1 2 2 1 1 2 2 1 2. So basically most of the time I get a 1 or 2, right? I never able to hit 3, even I already changed it multiple times. And yeah, so every day I think I get 1 like discounted. Like you see like all of those exchange, which I think every day I got like I don't know if this discount has a limited time, but for me every day there is a chance I can use only 10 family coins to exchange to open up like this crate, like make a pool to see like how much I get. I never go with 20, it's full price, right? And I think insignia is used for family development, right? If you go back to this building again, there is a family investment, right? These things, right? They all require you spending family currency. Let me just go to the button. Yeah, I see like those is 40 freaking insignias. All right, don't worry about this T52 troops, right? Yeah, insignia. Like, when did you actually require insignia? Here still the currency, right? I think here still currency. What about here? Currency. I bet when you level up to like level 5, level 6, they will start asking for insignia. What about here? Yeah, start using insignia. So here start asking the insignia. Yeah, so I think insignia as well. So insignia here as well. So I think like you might able to get into this everything above this level, Yeah, about here. You can do those without insignia, at least like for level 1. I don't know if you level up to level 9, level 10, right? And after this line, everything underneath you need insignia. So that's where you get sigma and where you spend insignia. Okay. Woo! I talk a lot already. So okay, so on this, I'm currently in this like government war called the Land of Oil, right? So there is like a special fight called like a machinery trials. You see, I cleared the most difficult one, nightmare one. So there is easy, normal, hard, whatever to nightmare, right? So for example, like I'll clear them all, right? From easy to normal, did I clear them all? Yes, I did. And there is some good like rewards, right? If you clear them, right? You get the crypto coins, right? It's pretty good. You should like try them. But starting from like Inferno, it's getting hard, right? It's getting hard. Like even you have T4 troops, like you probably won't be able to clear that. Not to mention if you guys haven't unlocked T4 yet. Nowadays, like T4 troops, I think for free-to-play player, it's still relatively hard. But here is the trick. Especially for those people who still stuck in with the T2 or T3 troops, don't have T4 troops. Now, if you are playing this Land of Oil map, you get a chance to unlock T4 plus, right? Only on this map though. If you leave like this Land of Oil Government War map, those troops will go away, right? Including if you join the what's the Glory of Okinawa? What's the name again? Glory of Oakville. Sorry, Okinawa is I think it's Japanese city name, right? So if you join any fight which outside the Government War map, you will not able to use those troops. The troops is called mercenary, right? Those guys, they are the T4 troops level. When you first start starting, even you can like when you first like come to this map, you can already start training them by going to this building. This is the actual building. They will automatically appear like when you join this Land of Oil map. And see, the first investment is unlock mercenaries, right? When you first unlock them, they are like T1 troops, but they have some higher attribute compared with regular T1 troops, which you trained in your training center, right? And if you see there is some investment, and you can unlock T2 and T3 and T4. See that? So even you haven't unlocked T4 troops on your regular T4, but you can unlock this T4 mercenary, and on this Land of Oil government map, I will say this T4 troops here actually is stronger. They are stronger than normally T4 troops. That means like if even you are only like you are far from unlock T4, but you can unlock T4 here, the T4 mercenary, right? I tell you how strong they are, right? So, not to mention you can like there is other buff which you can invest. I don't have time, man. I'm so sorry. Or maybe help him. Maybe he really need my help, you know. Okay, I'm here. Happy now? Where am I? Okay, I'm here. So remember, like for example, I take this. If you click on this icon here, they're talking about the bruiser attack is 800 800 3000 800 300. Let's just make it easy. 800 300 3000, right? Then look back to my normal T4. Where am I? Okay, here we go. Let's select the bruiser here, right? What's the attribute, right? Attribute 600, 700. This is like 250, right? Before the T4 mercenary, they are 800, 300, 3000, right? attribute actually stronger than regular T4, and they are very easy to unlock. You only need to invest here. To invest here, you only need those oils. So this is my tips. When you enter this map, you farm those like oil tile as crazy as possible. Forget about diamond. Forget about cargoes. Unless your faction really requires struggling with those material, but otherwise you're always focusing on farming those oil tiles. Let me just, and then not to mention those level 5 oil tiles easy to find. There is one level 5, right? For me, I don't need any because I already 100% invest here. I don't need oil at all, so I stop farming oil. So what do you do when you enter this map? These two buildings, one is oil rig, another one is the camp. Okay, just can't get enough with this. Okay, I'll come. You level them up, you even use speed ups. You level them up to the max, right? To increase your camp. The camp is the maximum mercenary you can recruit, and then recruitment is automatic. You don't have to train. You don't have to use speed up. It's just like automatic will increase. Higher the camp level is, bigger the camp capacity is, and the quicker the recruitment process. And you can remove them at any time. I can't remove these two because I just send them out. So I just for example, now I feel I need more bikers. Before I was like this, right? Before I like this. And now I feel I need more bikers. I can reduce the balance for bruiser and add to bikers, right? And then press this enhance button. See, done that. And you can do that anytime during the game. Give you a much flexible tactical way to customize your troops based on the current situation, and they are stronger than normal T4. Not to mention, if you guys don't even have T4, they are your lifesaver. They are T4 plus troops. As you see, the attribute is stronger than T4. So because that is why you're focused on the land oil government war, farm those oil tiles as crazy as possible, and level up those two buildings as fast as possible. Even use your speed up items. This rig will actually generate the oil. We generate the oil based on time. This one will just like those building, which every few while, every few moment it's going to generate some oil for you to collect. Here is the number, right? This is here to tell you. If you level up 1,000 every hour, not much, but better than nothing, right? So you level them up as quick as possible. Prioritize this one, and this one is mainly for investment. And your goal is to unlock T4. There are a lot to invest, but you can do it. You can do it just like me. As a free-to-play player, I didn't spend any money. I'm able to unlock everything here to level 10. To level 10, right? This is the last one. But you really don't need this one, right? Like for me, the reason I max them out, everything out here, is honestly if there any achievement. If I max out the investment, the result is there is no achievement. So basically, your investment end here. Your investment end here. This one, if you're not raid leader, don't even worry about that. Not to mention, it only happens for the buildings, right? It doesn't even increase the raid size when you attack another player, so not really useful. And then when you spending the oil here, there is a rebate coupon which is showing here, right? And then the value is not great. The only good things is I think I covered in the last video is Lexi coins crate, and this challenge crates, and this one, and maybe this one. Because I have so many, so I spent on these coupons and I didn't get anything. I didn't even get a purple color contract. And the rest of things, maybe you want this one. This one, I don't think it's very useful. This one, scam. This one not useful. This one scam. This one might be useful. This one, if you are still like leveling up, trying to unlock T4, may be useful for you to level up your building to level 25. But after that, not useful. This one, don't do that. Not to mention, all my enforcers, free-to-play enforcers, are Grand tiers already. So the only things which I don't have Grand tier, which are those characters which are enforcers, which I either have to pay to win or event based. Or I got this one by the lottery, right? I was very lucky. He's a pay to win enforcer, but I got him by the lottery. So he will stay as the gray color, the black color, because I will no way to get him extra tokens. I don't think I'll be that lucky to be able to even level up him to the green tier. So that's the thing. So if you join this land or oil like a map for those players which are new beginners or you don't have a T4, it's good because you can use T4 troops as strong T4 plus troops on this map. Of course, like one thing you have to remember is those troops and including those two buildings only works on the Government War map. I think I emphasized a few times already. So if you left the map, those T4 troops will disappear. Right? It will disappear. Also, those T4 troops will not give you any influence increase, including those buildings. Right? Upgraded buildings, not going to give you any influence. Having more T4 troops in the camp, not going to do anything. But on the good side is, they are free to die. Right? If you send them to fight, just like I did when the raid asked me to join, I always send those mercenaries because like if they die, right? And then I won't lose any influence, and I didn't spend any like resources on them, on training them, and even they died, right? For example, they died, they will be sent to the hospital, right? They will not really die; they're only in the hospital, and they will be staying in the hospital, and they will recover from hospital as the time goes. And if you have extra capacity or if you lose some mercenaries and for example become 500, half million, just in case if some of them they disappear, and they will automatically recruit. So basically like this give you the chance, which is a free to use strong, it's a free like strong type of troops, right? So you guys should focus on. So the first, when you start like the Government War, for me, I feel a bit regret I didn't like focus on this investment machinery at the beginning of the war. But at least I managed to max them out for the Government War. Max them out during this Government War, right? And also like not to mention, I think I was in the middle of talking about the events, about these events, right? These events. So in order to finish the last one, this one, the nightmare one, especially this one, you need those like T4 plus mercenaries. I tried with my T4 troops, like with my full potential, which is I boost my crew size to 70%, 60% or 70%, definitely above 50%, and give extra 70% attack increase. And I use the prisoner, the prisoner attack boost, and also use my regular 70% like an item boost, right? When you get here, there is some tiles, like those little tiles. Some of them they are able to buff your this one is buff your crew defense, right? Crew defense by 25%. There is a tile they can increase your buff for the attack for 25%. The only thing I didn't ask for is the city tiles, like attack increase. But with that, like with my T4 troops, and my T4 troops it was at a 5-star, and also 60% of crew size increase, 70% of actual crew attack increase, 25% of the prisoner like attack buff, and also with my specialty or specialize or boost my attack. Same for the Government War specialty. And also I use the Government War skills, which is enable to give extra attack for enraged attack for arranged troops. And also I have investment here for the formation, like here for the formation. I have all those things level 10. and this one like a relatively higher level, I can't clear that. I cannot clear that. I cannot clear the last, not this one though. I cannot clear this one level, the nightmare one, the tier like level stage 30. I can only do that once I unlock T4. I unlock this one, right? So that's how, telling you how strong they are. They are much stronger than T4 troops. All right, so that's the tips for you guys when you play Land of Oil. So focus on the oil farming, all right, and finish the buildings like those 2 oil buildings which I just mentioned about here, and then finish your investment tier to at least this level. Then you can start working on these 3, and then maybe if you really have nothing to do, you can working on this rate increase against the building, right? So, and that is for the downside for this like land oil is because you're focusing so much on the oil farming, then you probably will start lacking of the regular resource, for example diamonds, right? But the good thing is about this oil tile is not coming every day, it's coming every other days. For example, today we see those like an oil tile here, but tomorrow we will only have the regular tiles like family supplies, cargo, diamonds. So you can kind of balance out. So, but give you more pressure on farming because you are farming actual one important resource. And only the other downside is like those mercenary investment you spend on after this government war, they're gone, and you not even get any like achievements like to maxing out the oil investment. So that's the downside. So that's the land of oil for government wars for tips, right? And hopefully that's helpful. And the very last thing is we lost the war on this land of oil. I think there are a couple of reasons. Because one of the reasons is the enemy we are fighting against like a LPG, right? I think they are winner. Congratulations to LPG. They did really well. They definitely kick our ass like in this government war, right? This LPG, this faction, right? They're so strong. What's their can I see their LPG? What's their influence level? We are 100 billion, right? And then what's their levels? Play influence faction. They are 130, right? They are at least 35% higher than us, which makes sense. They beat us. I think like one of the things which we learn is we don't have to lose the war this bad. Like we are, our situation is we even lost our century building in zone 1. And there might be still a chance we will able to get this back before the countdown finish, but yeah, it's very difficult. We tried many times to try to kick LPG out for zone 1, for our zone 1, but the situation is they just crush through, right? Because like we are in a very different time zone. That means like during the daytime in our side, we're able to like push them out, but when we go sleep, they push us out. So it's become like a long struggle fighting. So, and because the nature of they are stronger than us, then we naturally start shrinking back, right? Be pushed back. At the end of it, we lost access to. Of course, we don't have access to zone 4. We don't even have access for zone 3, and we only have partial access. We have access to zone 2, and we are losing our century building in zone 1. So what I'm trying to say is we are not the only one in this government war, right? So there is so many other factions which is also in this government war. But some factions they have a deal with they got a deal with LPG. For example, this purple one. I think this is called GN, right? Their faction name is called GN, right? At least like GN is like also have a very high influence level. They are 53, right? 53. But they managed to have a deal with LPG. I think yes, they have access to zone 4 at the very minimum, right? And this is the GN, and I think their central building, yeah, is under their control, right? The GN. So, and what about the others? What about the others? For example, this faction. Oh, this faction, they lost their central building. LPG there. What about this one? LPG is there, right? LPG is there. LPG is there. And so does ours. LPG there. And what about the other access? See, at least those factions, like REN, they still have access to Zone 3, right? Yes, they lost a central building for their Zone 1. Yes, they got kicked out for Zone 4. But some factions like GN, they have access to Zone 4. They're able to have access to Zone 3, Zone 2, and they're able to keep their central building. Obviously, they have a deal with LPG. And some other factions, even they lost their Zone 1 central building, they got kicked out from Zone 4. But at least they still have access to Zone 3, right? But for us, as a strong faction, which we lost access to Zone 4, Zone 3, and we are going to lose the Zone 1 central building. We don't have to lose this far. That's what I'm trying to say. So one thing which I think we learn is like, don't trying to have more allies, right? If we know somebody is going to win the war, might as well talk to them first. I don't know if we talked to them at the beginning. Maybe we did. Maybe they refused our offer, but it can be better. We don't have to lose, like, we don't have to be in this bad situation, right? I think like of course I'm not even R3, I'm just a mere R2, right? I don't know what's the deal between R5 and R4. I think after we lost the war, our R5 has been changed, and somebody, we need to learn from this failure, right? So yes, we are strong, but it doesn't mean we can always win, and we can, even we're at this level, but we still can lose like a third tier faction, right? That's what I'm trying to say. So, well, that's the video for today. So thank you very much for coming to this video. Hopefully this video gave you some help. I was not planning to talk this long, but somehow I did. Hopefully enjoy this video nonetheless, and thank you for coming. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Good luck with the game.